Hi, Faith here from Mountain Mama Massage, and it is the season for gardening. So I have a really quick set of stretches for you when you come in from weeding, planting, digging, whatever it might have been. This is something I see a lot in my practice at this time of year. So let's learn how to take care of it for ourselves. I'm going to start laying on our backs on the mat. When you get down onto your back, bend the knees and start to rock through the pelvis, pulling the pubic bone up towards the navel and then pushing it away. We're starting with some low back releases. For most gardeners, there's a period of time where you're hunched over, even if you're using good body mechanics, changing from squats to sitting, using a kneeling pad. You still get a little bit of tweakiness in the low back. Let's make this bigger, starting to lift the hips up into bridge. That's massaging through the upper back and roll down. Again, pull the pubic bone towards the navel, press the low back onto the ground, and then lift the hips. Keep the knees together, just like you were squeezing a block between the knees, a yoga block. Good. Roll down one more time. This time we're going to add in the arms. So as you lift the hips, the arms reach up and overhead. Super important here to keep the gaze straight up at the ceiling or the sky, wherever you're doing this. That's going to protect your cervical spine as you raise and lower. This is now massaging between the shoulder blades. One more time to find this mobility. Lift all the way up. Keep the hips up. Let the hands come down. You could lower the hands, rolling the upper arms underneath and clasping the hands. Or if you wanted to stay here for longer and you have a block, you can take the block at any height and set it underneath the sacrum, that triangle bone at the base of your spine. Set the hips on it. Now we're starting to work with the fronts of the thighs from that folded over posture. Stay here for as long as you want. You can even pause the video if you need to. When you're ready, you'll simply take the block out, roll down one vertebrae at a time until you land. Hips on the ground, squeeze both knees into the chest, gently rock yourself side to side, massaging the low back. Squeeze the right knee into the chest, extend the left leg out long, and twist the left leg over to the side. You can even reach the arm out long. Again, we're elongating and stretching the quadratus lumborum at the low back. Really working out any kinks from being folded over. Draw that leg in, squeeze back to center with both legs and switch out. Left knee is now into the chest and you draw it across the body. It doesn't need to touch the ground. It can go as far over as feels good to you. Add in the opposite arm, stretching out if that feels good to create the twist for your spine. Breathe. And draw back to center. Once again, to reset the low back, squeeze both knees into the chest. Give yourself a little rock side to side. And then we're going to come up, roll a few times if you'd like, or simply roll straight up to seated. We're going to be extending through the spine on the ground. So you have a couple options for this. If you have a foam roller, you could use that behind you. Since most people have towels at home, I'm going to show you with a towel. Take the towel down, so your spine's going to be laying right along it, and slowly roll back down onto the towel. Head can rest on the towel and arms stretch out. This is getting a gentle opening. The bigger the equipment you use, the more broad it will feel across the chest. So this is just a small one. You could use couch cushions, a yoga bolster, a foam roller like we talked about. Stay here as long as would feel good for you. Or if you want to try it in a different way, you can turn it the opposite direction, perpendicular to your spine, and then pick a spot. For most people, just about below the shoulder blades feels great. And then you open your arms up either overhead or a cactus. This gets a more specific opening of the upper back. You could stay here for 5 or 10 minutes even, especially with something as gentle as the towel. You can stay for longer. With something bigger, just be cautious and maybe don't stay as long at first. See what feels good on your body. If you were using the foam roller for this, you can roll. So you can set your back onto it, and then you can lift your hips up, and you can roll along the spine. Feels so good to get reopened. I'm gonna add one more piece in, and this is for a big back extension with a matching hip extension. If you have something like a yoga bolster or a couple of stacked pillows, and if your knees have a lot of flexibility, don't try this if you have pain in your knees in general. You can sit your hips onto the bolster. My knees are super flexed here. And then I'm gonna walk down, tuck the pelvis under, and let your whole body rest back. Arms then reach out to the side. So I'm getting a big extension. This is a lot of compression for the knees. And I'm doing this because I have a really healthy low back. So I'm getting that opening up across the front of the hips, but it's also in my low back. So if your low back is prone to tweakiness, you might not want to try this particular pose. Stick with the towel or the foam roller. When you're ready to come up, you simply walk yourself up with your hands and slide to the side. To finish our extension after gardening, grab a strap, or if you don't have a strap, a pashmina works perfectly. You're gonna grab a hold of the strap, reach the arms overhead and into a nice big V. This is gonna be that final stretch for the chest, getting you out of that rounded over posture from gardening. You can stay, or you can go a couple of times in this big rainbow shape. Beautiful. This was our second to last move, our very last thing. This is a great stretch for the neck. What you're going to do is drop chin to chest, roll left ear to left shoulder, and then take your left hand, hold over and press the ear into the hand. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my hand onto my head, and then I'm pressing my head up into the hand, giving it just a little bit of return pressure. Do this gently, and then let everything relax again. Change the angle a little, bring the chin towards the chest. Hold and pull gently to the side and down, never creating any strain. And release, roll to the opposite side, right ear to right shoulder. Press the head gently into the hand and release. Chin to the chest and release. Roll the head from side to side a few times. Reset the posture by pulling shoulders up towards the ears and exhaling back down. Hopefully feel a lot better than you did when you came in from gardening. Have such a wonderful day. If you have questions, please feel free to reach out. You can find me, Faith, my email, hello@mountainmamamassage.com. You can find our website, mountainmamamassage.com. Take care.